Okay. Okay, Nonstick Nick, we're on a new. I don't know whether this is the same one or a new one, but I just quickly restarted it. We lost 20 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think this one is okay. Mic up. Thank you, Joodles. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming back in. Thank you for coming back in. Let me go over here. I'm just going to go on Twitter and I'm going to post this on Twitter. I'm just going to just give me a second, then I'll have to do this. I think this is we lost the feed and are back in. So join us. Join us. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back, Pete, Peter, Glenn, Vatanai. Thank you. I didn't say hello to you the first time. Nonstick Nick, I didn't say hello to you the first time. Joe Warrior, good to see you. I didn't say hello the first time. Andrew Rubin. Kate Gwynn, thank you for coming back. Claire, thank you for coming back. Streaky Bacon, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. I do not know what happened. I don't know what happened. I got a new keyboard from my computer shop, or as I call it, the charity shop. I bought a new keyboard. Well, it's not a new keyboard, it's a used keyboard, but it's an HP keyboard. I don't know when it's from, but I don't know whether you can see it. There's my new keyboard. Okay, but that's not the point. That's not the point of the whole thing. I might have needed something else, and as soon as I left the shop, I forgot, what do I need? I need something else. Okay, we're back. Yes, I agree. When the immigrant communities ever stood in solidarity with the British in their time of immense pain, like children being slaughtered. Exactly right, Keith Bexley. Has Keir Starmer said, wow, I really feel the pain of the British people? And I would say, he could say, don't worry. He can't say don't worry because he's making people worry. Am I right, Keith Bexley? He's making people worry. And where is the immigrant, and where is the migrant community, the colonizing community caring? They're not. But listen, I went to America and displaced an American native Indian or whatever they call themselves. Okay. Now I'm back. Thank you, Claire. I disappeared and back. Alex is here, but now I'm back. I mean, should you expect them to care about, what they're doing? Did people care when they moved in to America, the mass migration in the 1800s, going all the way out to Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas? Did they care about people who were living in the country when they arrived in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut? Did they care? I'm not sure that they did care. So maybe that's too much to ask. Maybe it's too much to ask. Something's happened. I'm getting in a panic, and I shouldn't be getting in a panic. I should be, everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. Okay, but I'm in a panic. And then I was on the show today. I was on with Mike Graham, and I was like, I'm just like too much. I'm speaking ill about the NHS. I'm speaking ill about the king. I'm speaking ill about Keir Starmer. It's not my country. It is my country, but they might ask me to leave. But I got my two beautiful boys here. Will I ever see them again? If they put me on a plane and kick me out of the country, which they might do. It's like, people get to be afraid, and sometimes it's not warranted, the fear. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not warranted, but many times it is warranted. Okay. So Gallipoli, not Gallipoli. How do you pronounce that? Oh my God. Gallipoli, but welcome to the show. Gallipoli. How do you pronounce that? Just write it out so I can. Gallipoli crawfish. How do you pronounce it? I might just call you crawfish. You are just being and giving your honest opinion, Lewis. I am, but that's not always the best thing. Jolly Heretic put it well, saying, this is Ron Smith. Hello, Ron Smith, saying how Starmer should have stepped down when he condemned people as far right who were angry at three beautiful girls being massacred. Calliope, not the, that's Gallipoli. Calliope, Calliope. That is that right? Is it Calliope? It's a Calliope. Why can't I ever pronounce that? That's so weird that I can't really pronounce it. I'd like to be able to pronounce it. Calliope. It's a calliope. It's like it's an outside organ, part of a circus or something. Is a calliope. Let's just see where that word comes from. Where does the word come from? Drew a picture of that WW1 battle at school. Who drew the picture of that? Calliope. I'm going to write it down and see if I can remember it. Calliope. That's not how I would write it. I would write it KAH-LIE, Callio, then OH-P. I did. You drew a picture of that. Right, the Battle of Gallipoli. Yeah, that was a big battle. I mean, what Britain was doing all the way out there in Turkey. What were we doing in the Battle of Gallipoli? What was that all about? That's part of British history. Americans weren't involved in that. I knew nothing about it until that movie came out. Until Gallipoli. Gallipoli. Churchill messed up there. Okay, Ron Smith. Gallipoli was a disaster. But didn't it do something for the British? Didn't it demoralize somebody? And didn't we win? Didn't we always? Didn't we? Didn't the British always win back then? Let's see. I'm going to see how they decide to spell Gallipoli. Gallipoli. Gallipoli, Oregon. Cat. There's one P. How do you spell this? It's not here. We looked the last time. Gallipoli, the album. Gallipoli, Oregon. Outside Oregon. I can't find the thing. It's spelled with a G. Is it Gallipoli or is it Gallipoli? Musical instrument. It's not here. I don't think it's spelled with this. Is it spelled with a G or a C? Is it spelled with a G or a C, Gallipoli? Getting into the soft underbelly of the Axis. A lot of Australians there. Yeah, why did they have to travel so far? You know, but they wanted to be British. They enjoyed being British at the time. I'm not sure they do now. Did you mean I drew? It is a pet hate of mine when verbs do not have a pronoun. He used to know. He do we know? Do we know who was doing the drawing? I'm always correcting this on Facebook posts. Okay, Vatanai, what do you mean by that? What do you... Drew a picture. When you say drew, means he drew. That's how I understood that's what that meant. Blazing Star is somebody new to the stream. Hello, Blazing Star. Thank you for coming in. As Andrew also in the Dunblane files. What happened here? I agree, Ron Smith. He referred to it simply as knife crime when it was so much more. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's trying to calm people down because people are really upset. Maybe he wanted to calm me down specifically because he knows how irrational I am and how I should need to be calmed down. Let's go back to talking to foreigners in a country. Let's go back to talk, says Gallipoli, to foreigners in a country. What does that mean by that there? Let's make sure we write these sentences out properly. My great uncle was killed in Gallipoli, and Granny, his sister, only died in 2018. That's like 100 years later. That's what a waste of life. Well, that is the question. What is it? What is life? What is the importance of life, Joodles? You know, what does life mean? How do we know? Sorry, hoist by my own petard. Oops. How do we know? Sorry, hoisted by my own petard. Joodles, that's so sad. People died. They died. My grandfather was in World War. One. When was Gallipoli? 1915. Is that when Gallipoli was? So sad when you stop and think about it. Yeah. Well, that's maybe why we shouldn't be thinking about things. We should not stop. We should not stop and think about it. Maybe that's what we need to do, is not stop. I have a photo of him. Bless who? He never even met his wee son. That's, horrible. That's why we got to be careful before we get ourselves killed, because we're leaving people maybe who love us. Maybe that's what it is. Kate Quinn sends a heart and a prayer to Joodles, a heart and a prayer. Gallipoli. Calliope. Is Gallipoli different than Calliope? Is a Calliope, does that come out of the Battle of Gallipoli? But we should always remember our ancestors and sacrifices they made for us. It's important. You know what? In a way, they made sacrifices so we could live. Or did they? I'm not sure. Okay, but that's a good point. Cell is here. The British did and do send young men to die in needless foreign wars. But we write great poetry to honor their bravery and patriotism. I mean, who knows what is an important war and what isn't an important war? Sometimes people have to die in order to prove a point. You know, I mean, yeah, maybe you didn't know they were going to die. Sometimes these things seem really easier than they are going to be. Gallipoli crawfish. Gallipoli crawfish. Indeed, Cellaire. What a trade-off. I'm going to ask again. I'm trying to find the spelling of Gallipoli. Right? Of Gallipoli. Am I getting it confused? Gallipoli with Gallipoli. Am I getting it confused? Is there a real word, Gallipoli? Because I cannot find it on Google. I have searched for it. I'm going to search for it again. Gallipoli. Okay, and I'm going to have to get used to this thing. There's no listing for Gallipoli with a C. With a C. Is somebody going to help me out? Am I going to talk to the wall? Gallipoli. What do they call the organ music that's outside at a circus? Flew back to Heathrow to find a huge bill. Who flew? I flew. He flew. We flew. If we do not get these things right, we cannot communicate accurately. It's not just Lewis who is a pedant. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a really good point. But I mean, I understood exactly what he meant. And when I'm sitting here saying, I flew back. I mean, you leave the flew out. There's lots of words that have two meanings. Interesting, Vatanai. Gallipoli. What is the name of the music the thing? Gallipoli is Turkey. Calliope, crawfish, sounds like a great place to get crawfish. Isn't there a Gallipoli? Isn't that an organ? Am I totally wrong? Is that the way you would spell it, Reuben? Sometimes I just don't think you're that interested in what I have to say. That's what I think. I think, you know what? It's like I'm like not even here. Maybe it's called from a colia. Colia is it's like a plant because it looks like a plant. Gallipoli and Calliope, Gallipoli are not connected, says Vatanai. Okay, that's good. It's not connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write in Gallipoli with 2 L's and 1 P and see what comes up. Okay, Gallipoli or Calliopolis. There's a place, Calliopolis. It's not listed here. Maybe there's no such thing as Gallipoli. Maybe there's no such thing. If you Google Gallipoli, it is the name that means beautifully voiced, and it is Greek. Okay. What about the actual machine? What about the actual machine? I don't want to pack it in. I want to find out the answer. If you ignore me, it just makes it worse. How did I hear the word Gallipoli is a steam-powered organ? Seen at fairgrounds. Gallipoli. Okay, thank you, Vatanai. That's what I know. I know that word. And I'm trying to find it in Google. How come Google has no reference to this? Instrument, Calippi, it doesn't have the L in it, Calliope, Calippo. And it's an American musical instrument that produces a sound by sending gas, originally steam, or more recently compressed air, through large whistles. The Calipoli, okay, take a look at this. I'm not making this stuff up. Can you see that there, everybody? People who point out the Union Jack is upside down are just pendant, says Nonstick Nick. Okay. It's the machine in carousels. Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. And I couldn't find it, and here it is on Wikipedia. Okay? I know you can't bear the tantrums. I know you can't bear it. Then pay attention to me. I am asking a specific question. I'm asking a specific question. I have traveled back in time. Or is Lewis still confused from yesterday? Yes, because Calliope, but that's the way it's not spelled. We were always told it was spelled Callipoli. Let me see what the actual spelling of it is. See below for pronunciation. The pronunciation of the word has long been disputed. It's often pronounced differently inside and outside the groups that use it. The instrument is pronounced Calliope. The 19th century magazine, Reedy's Mirror, attempted to settle the dispute by publishing this mine. Proud folks stare at me, call me Calliope, tooting joy, tooting hope, I am the Calliope. Calliope. So where's the extra L? Blinded by the light. Pronunciation commonly used in the United States is Calliope. Calliope. That's the pronunciation. That's the pronunciation that I am familiar with. Calliope. According to blinded by the light, let loose like a deuce, another diamond in the night, blinded by the light. It was also used by Manfred Mann's Earth Band in their 1976 cover song to Bruce Springsteen. Calliophone is a okay. Calliope. That's the pronunciation. Calliope. I know you guys are not interested in this, but this is what happens. A Calippo is a frozen juice, ice pop with a cardboard cone, served in the freezer section of corner shops and petrol stations. Thank you, Kermit. Calliope. Right. So there is a thing called a calliope. It's a steam or gas powered organ that people would be in outdoor carousels. Is all over the Calliope is all over the pavements. Calliope in San Francisco. I get that joke. A round of applause for Nonstick Nick. You say Calliope, I say tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Mannard lives up the road from me. Nice man. A bit strange. Who is Mannard? Is that like whatever? This is what happens when ADHD meets Manfred Mann. Yeah. Is he still alive? He must be like 85 years old. How old is Manfred Mann? As old as the Beatles, probably. Let's check how old Manfred Mann is. He's 85 years old. I was right about that. And he was a Jew. Known professionally as Manfred Mann, is a South African-born musician. He's lived in UK since 1961. He is best known as the founding member of Manfred Mann bands. He grew up in a Lithuanian family. the son of David Lubowitz and Almago. Yes, originally opposed to apartheid system in South Africa, he moved to the United Kingdom in 1961 and began to write for Jazz News under the pseudonym Manfred Mann, which soon shortened, and then he started his band. This is a very interesting story about this guy. You guys don't care about this. This show has already turned into the worst show ever, but we're going to pull it out. We're going to pull it out because you gave me some, I went a certain way. I wanted to answer a question, and the question wasn't there. Calliope is how it's pronounced. South Africa. Yeah, that's Manfred Mann's from South Africa. And he was a Jew from South Africa, Lewis. Yes, still alive. He goes to bed every night at 10 p.m. prompt. Is that his excuse for not listening to Lewis Schaffer? I'd be totally honored to have him listen to me. Let's sing some of his songs. Let's sing. Why don't we sing a song all together? Thank you, producer. We're going to find out what Manfred Mann's hit songs were. They were some big ones. I'm going to go check what his songs are. Manfred Mann. Rock band. There we go. I'm afraid to listen to watch it. Mighty Quinn. Yes, the Mighty Quinn, the Bob Dylan song was written about the place I went to university was the Mighty Quinn song. I'm afraid to play any of the music. I'm going to go, not on YouTube, I'm going to go a list of Manfred Mann songs. Okay. Manfred Mann songs. Oh, there's so many of them. There's too many of them. Blinded by the Light. Maybe if we look, I know you're not interested in this, but I'm going to go here. Manfred Mann discography. There we go. Five Faces. That's albums. Let's go to the singles. Box sets. Where are the EPs? Singles. Oh, he started in 1963. Oh, here we go. Do waddy diddy dum diddy. Is that the song? Come Tomorrow. Oh my God, he was so popular in the UK. He was so popular. Number one song in the USA too in 1964. That's amazing. Nothing since then, but he had a Pretty Flamingo is a song. Do you know these songs? If You Gotta Go, Go Now, this song. He had 1967, Mighty Quinn. That was a number one song around the world. Mighty, Mighty Quinn. That was basically it. Maybe Earth Band. Maybe that's different. Manfred Mann, the Earth Band. Did he have any hit songs here? 1976, Roaring Silence. I don't think he had any songs here. Somewhere in Africa. I mean, music is so cruel. It is so cruel. Fair enough. It can be very annoying when people have a poor grasp of grammar and language. Yes, and Lilith is here too. Beautiful, beautiful Lilith. Lewis. His wife Eileen died many years ago. She was awful, so rude and nasty. Yeah, I never liked her myself. Blazing Star. You all know Do a Diddy song. Do we know that? Let me see if I can just hear a little bit of it. If I can just hear a little bit of Do a Diddy song. Let me just see if I can just play a little bit of it. Manfred Mann, Do a Diddy. That she was just oh my God, huge hit. It was a huge hit. It was a huge hit. That's true. It was a huge hit, dude. He lives in Mays Hill next to the Vanberg estate. I don't think I've ever been to Mays Hill, and I've never been to the Vanberg estate. That I should go down there. Make sure I've been everywhere that everybody needs to go. Totally popular in the UK. I saw the band in Hastings. White Rock Theatre. Yeah, hugely popular. I think we should reopen the Victorian asylums just to fill them out with computers and virtual reality headsets. What is the virtual asylums? There she was, just a walking down the street singing doo da dee 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 da. Is that an American soul song? I think it was like a not who what's the guy, what is it called? You know who I'm thinking about. Um, he is now known as Manfred. She he maybe he Manfred he no Manfred he him. That's funny though. Streaky Bacon. Streaky Bacon says he's now known as Manfred Woman, and I'm saying I think maybe Manfred he him. That's a good point. That's a good point. It's a Motown record. I'm guessing. I'll find out if this is. I'll see what it says. I hate to look at Wikipedia because it's left wing propaganda. Oh no, it's written by Jews, Jeff Barry and Ellie Greenwich, 1963, by the Exciters. Yes, it was, and then they recorded in 19. It was covered by the British R&B beat Manfred Mann. That version was released in 1964. Spent 2 weeks in the UK singles chart and 2 weeks in the #1 chart. That's amazing. That's Ellie Greenwich and Jeff Barry, very famous. All the famous songs they wrote together. To do ron ron ron, to do ron ron, da 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 da. To do ron ron ron, to do River Deep Mountain High. Remember that song? River Deep Mountain High. Yeah. Barry was born in Brooklyn, where Lewis Schaffer was born. His parents divorced when he was 7. His mother moved with him and his sisters to Plainfield, New Jersey, where they resided for several years before returning to New York. Amazing, really nice, really nice. This is when people used to get along with each other, I think. I think that's what happened. Vanbrugh, says Carrie, is pronounced Vanburg, whatever is pronounced Vanbrugh Castle. What is Vanbrugh Castle? Should I look that up? I'm going to look that up. I'm in one of those moods to look stuff up. I hope this is not punishing you. Vanbrugh Castle, Greenwich. What is it? Located on Maze Hill, was designed, architect in the Baroque style. Oh, it's a whole thing. Look at how it's beautifully designed. The house passed through various owners. Vanbrugh. Lots of different famous people. There's with snow. Look at how beautiful it is. I think I know where that is. Where you're headed kind of west. You're headed kind of south and west. Hold on a second. My screen is being blocked. Look at that. How beautiful is that? God bless Britain. Okay, it's like we're visiting him in a care home. I get more coherent chat from my dad when I visit him in an actual care home. I'm sorry, because I asked a question. The answer wasn't forthcoming, so I looked it up myself. Is that my fault? Okay, today I learned Motown is soul music. There was a 60s, and Lewis can't sing. Well, you should have been listening earlier, because I can't sing. I can sing, but I don't sing with entertainment enough quality, basically. I also know dementia patients with more grasp of reality than Lewis tonight. Because I was sleeping and I was so tired, I had to wake up. I had to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning to go to this thing. I had to go to this thing. I have it all day, every day with my mother. God bless her. I only came here for a bit of sanity. Well, you guys, you provide the sanity. Kermit, says Claire. Claire says, I could watch Lewis doing anything all day long. He's just so real. Yeah, I appreciate being appreciated. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate you appreciating me. Lewis, what's your favorite music? My favorite music is 1970s British and American punk music is my favorite music, maybe. Plus other stuff from the 1990s. I don't have, where is it? Where did my phone go? Did I lose my phone? I should play it on my phone. What is your favorite music? And my name's Jack, and I live in the back of the Greta Garbo Home for Wayward Boys and Girls. That's my favorite Manfred Mann song. My name is Jack. What is that? Is that like a Who song? Who sang that? Who created that song? Did Manfred Mann write that song? Did he write that song? Let's find out if he wrote that song. Let's find out if he wrote that song. What is that song? Is a song. John Simon releases a single. It was by an American producer. Soundtrack of a film. Story tells the story of a resident of the Greta Garbo Home for Boys and Girls, which was the nickname of a real hostel, the Kirkland Hotel in San Francisco, where part of the movie was filmed. Formerly, Sakutaro Nakano's Cashew Hotel. It was demolished. Oh, that's sad. It was sad. Real life Haight-Ashbury drug dealer also mentioned. The song was recorded in one of the first high-profile sessions of the newly constructed Trident Studios in London, which would later become world-renowned for the Beatles, Bowie, and Queen. Manfred Mann on the keyboard, and it hit number 104 in the USA, so it wasn't a big hit. It was eight in the UK, but it was number 1 in Austria and number 7 in Germany. There you go. Very interesting. I would say that's pretty interesting. I don't know if you find it interesting. There is a home for wayward boys and girls, for New York Jews. Yeah, maybe there is. Maybe this is my home. I should just keep quiet about it. For washed-up old grumpy teachers, a wayward home. Tel Aviv. Yeah, I'll move to Tel Aviv. I saw you at that thing, Lewis. What, Charlotte? Were you at the thing on Tuesday? What thing are you talking about? Charlotte E.M. Mauk. Charlotte E. Mauk. Charlotte E. Mauk. Well, welcome to the stream, Charlotte. Welcome to the stream. We're booming today. Is that where you saw me? Blazing Star. How do you know me? Blazing Star too. Answer the questions. Do you know the Sparks? They're American, but became famous in England. I don't know the Sparks. Should I like the Sparks? Let's see what the Sparks say. The Sparks. This town ain't big enough. Okay. I hope that's not long enough for me to get an email from those people. Lewis, they were one-hit wonders, still going today. Yeah, well, if that can happen, you can have one hit and you can still go. And the biggest bands at the time are dead. They're dead. I know you, Lewis, from seeing you on Talk TV. Thank you. Was that? Yeah, I've been on different. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for remembering me and for coming coming to see you. I hope you enjoy this format. It's somewhat similar to what I normally do, but not completely similar. Maybe I'm becoming a big star. Little bits and pieces, people coming in to see me. You could still get a job in a kibbutz, as cheap fertilizer. I would dream of that. I would dream of that. And the album from Sparks is called Propaganda. Apologies for my earlier remarks, Fatanai. Who are you apologizing for? They are not one-hit wonders. Well, you know, it's like I actually watched this thing called One Hit Wonderland. Who sees this on YouTube? And he says there's no such thing as basically a one-hit wonderland. They might be a one hit in America, one hit in Britain. They always tend to have a second hit. It's very rare that they have one hit and then they never do anything again. So it's very unusual. Never heard of Runrig, but I'll check them out. What is Runrig? I missed the mention of Runrig. You are not monetized anyway, Lewis. Let them copyright you. Yeah, so what does that mean? Does that mean I won't get into trouble if I'm not monetized? I'm waiting till if we hit 500 people a day watching, we're at 200 and something. If we hit 500, I'll see if I'll maybe make a stink or something about it, maybe get monetized. Put the lotion in the basket. Caroline Cooper is here. Evening all. Great to see you at the backyard, Lewis. It was great to see you, Caroline Cooper. It was just so nice to see you. You're beautiful. And so lovely to meet Claire with an I. Great company. You were brilliant there. You were brilliant, and we all hung. We hung out together. Thank you, Caroline Cooper. Put the lotion in the basket. Lotion in the basket. Who performed the song Moldy Old Dough? I never heard of that song. Who performed that? Let's answer the question. Who performed, according to Ask Vatnai asks, it's not just me, Moldy Old Dough? Celia says it means they can't take money off you for copyright if you're not making any money. But then maybe I'll have like a mark against me. Maybe they'll be mad at me. When I was at Mike Graham today. He's, because I was a bit. He said that he's concerned about being demonetized. Basically, he's. Oh yes, says Vatanai. What to Kate Gwynn, Lieutenant Pigeon. Lieutenant Pigeon. Who is Lieutenant Pigeon? Oh, these are British one-hit wonders. What a song, though. Hilarious. Are bands you remember? Are the bands you remember dreams I don't know? I don't know them. Are the bands you remember dreams? Should that be in quotation marks or something? Lilith. I don't know what you mean, but is that what you mean? Was lovely to meet you too, Claire says to Caroline. We had a great time. I loved every minute. It was good fun. It was good fun, and if you go to a Lewis Schaffer show, it's in a way it's similar to this show. You're going to be part of. It's not just a show, and Lewis Schaffer's all out. I'll come out and kiss you, feel you up, touch your naked body. You know what I mean? That's what Lewis Schaffer does. Lewis Schaffer does. Well, you should ask why you have been demonetized and appeal it. Well, they said don't ask. Yeah, I should do that. I should ask. I'm trying to be busier and busier and busier. I'm trying to do more and more stuff. I went down to the charity shop to drop off stuff today. So I'm doing more and more stuff, I think. I was banned from leaving reviews on Google Map. Why is that, today? That's really tragic. What are you eating, producer? That smells good. Sorry, red basket. Dubes looks like an angel tonight. Beautiful. I mean, it's nice to hear that, but what about the women here? What about Lilith? She's beautiful. What about Claire? I've seen her in person. She's beautiful. What about Claire? What about Caroline? I've seen her in person. She's beautiful. What about all the girls here? Yes, we like Michelle Dewsbury, but we've got girls here. I got kicked out of my private school for locking a teacher in a cupboard. Don't mock my grammar. You could. I think people can tell that you are a rebel. You are a rebel. Like Joodles, beautiful, beautiful Joodles. She's a rebel too. You can tell. And then she complains, I'm not a rebel. I don't like an argument. I don't like a fight. But I can feel there's something there. I'm definitely going to the next show if that's what Lewis Schaffer does. Backstage pass, please. You're so dirty, Claire, but I don't believe you. What did you actually do in the back room with the women, Lewis? I ask first. I say, please, may I? May I? That's what you got to do today. Gallipoli, Julian says, Silence of the Lambs. I don't know. What is that in reference to? On what earth did you? What on earth did you say to get banned? Maybe somebody complained about me because I said something about the I don't even know what it is. Or maybe I just used words that you're not allowed to say. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to say the mustache man. That guy. That guy. You're not allowed to. Maybe I said something bad about the. You know what I'm saying. The name of the historic site on the map has gone to. Is that like? Should that be capitalized or something? And now the winner, the name on the historic site on the map has gone to Vatanai. Lewis, come to Germany so I can see you. Yes. Is that are you German? Is that why you have an excuse for English pronunciation? And if it is, God bless you and thank you very much. I'd love to come to Germany. I've been to Germany. I'd like to go back there. Actually, I don't want to say anything bad about any place, but I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to move anywhere. I don't want to go any place and see. Every place makes me sad. Makes me sad. Okay, I want to just go to if a place is changing, it makes me sad. If a place isn't changing, I'm like so sad because it will change someday. It'll remind me I'm against changing places. England would not exist with Gallipoli. London Man says, or without Gallipoli or with Gallipoli. What do you mean by that? And then we had a fire alarm. I locked her in the cupboard. Then we had a fire alarm practice. What does that mean? You ran out the door? Is that what you mean? If you're making a joke, everybody write down. I'm making a joke because I'm reading these as jokes. Sir Jim Radcliffe. Maybe that's the words we're not allowed to say. Maybe he'll be banned, like Tommy Robinson. Who knows what these people? They're very woke. They all got young girls who went to university, which is why I'm against women going to university and women working, except for you, Joodles. No, I'm an American expat working over here. Oh, okay, an American. Where in America are you from? Maybe you could start a new channel if this one got marker on it. Soon, get your subs back up and get monetized. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I mean, at the most, I mean, it could be make £1 a day or something. The market landed 6 weeks after he got monetized. Probably July. That's right. It landed. The market landed. What does that mean? Markets. Yeah, I was monetized, happy, and then they took it away. I wasn't that upset about it. I was a bit upset about it. It was like it's weird when you're demonetized, when you're canceled, when they're out to get you. The marker landed. Okay, the marker. I don't know exactly. Texas. Where in Texas are you? Because I don't know Texas that well. I know it a little bit, but I know it a little bit. How can you not know Texas? Reapply, Lewis. You can get monetization. Okay, I'm going to reapply. I'm going to reapply. What do I say? They ask, is the show political? Maybe I'll say it's a news show. Can I say it's a news show? I'm from a Mexican background. Well, God bless Mexico. Where in Texas are you from? I've been to Brownsville, Texas. That's probably the only place that have I ever spent the night there. I'm not sure I did. I hitchhiked across Texas from Brownsville up through Arkansas. That was years ago. No cellar. Sure, he'd only do it, and sure he'd only do it again. I'd be demonetized probably. Thank you, Alex, for saying that. I appreciate you. West Texas. West Texas is fantastic. Like El Paso, is that the kind of West Texas you're talking about? San Antonio is Mexican. There's lots of Mexicans. And lots of Mexicans are not Mexicans, but they're Spanish people. So and lots of Americans are Indian people. Why are you demonetized? I don't know why. I don't know why. Reapply for monetization. I'm going to do that. Reapply. Yes, El Paso. They closed the airport down there because they're working on defense systems in America. Are you there? You're not there now. You're in Germany. Where in Germany are you now? Yes, it's current affairs. Yes, it's current affairs. Or we could say it's like affairs. What is it when you're like helping people psychologically, Andrew? It's not just current affair. You could have been demonetized before you had 1,000 subscriptions. No, because you have to have 1,000 in order to be monetized. Houston, Texas, Lewis. What about Houston? Yes, El Paso. What about Houston, Texas? Oh, you're near Frankfurt. Okay. And are you in the military? God bless the American military. I went on a hot date once, says Mr. Cuff, but it ended up being a warm current. Instead of a hot date, a warm current. That's quite funny. Where is the best place to visit in Texas for a holiday? Kate Quinn wants to know. I know where I would go. I'd go to West Texas because nobody goes out there. Do they go out there now? I'm not sure that they do. Agony uncle. That's what I'd like to be, an agony uncle. Like what I did with Francis Foster's show. I watch a lot of First Amendment auditors. I love when you say auditors. One day there were two guys in Rodeo Drive filming outside the top fashion shops. Karens came out and tried to stop them. I left bad reviews. What, of their shop for going out there? I mean, yeah, therapy. We'll call it therapy. We'll call it psychotherapy. Psychotherapy. Maybe that's right. Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA. That's a long trips. I love and miss Texas. Yeah, I guess you do. You do. You do. You miss your home, but then again, like I miss this country. I miss like America, and I miss this country, even though it hasn't changed that much, or it has. Maybe it hasn't. It hasn't. I don't know if it has. You could call your show political cultural commentary. Political commentary. I call it satire. He'd have to start the watch hours again on a new channel. What do you mean? What do you mean by what is the watch hours, Joodles? Add satire. Yeah, we'll call it satire. Comedy satire. Lewis, do you think New York City and London have a lot of things in common? No, they do not. They have a lot. Yeah, kind of. People always talk about New York and London, but New York is very different than, because remember, New York is filled with Americans. Do you think the New York City and no, I don't think that that's true. Agony aunts and uncles give helpful advice to people. Lewis, not shit. I'm not giving. I'm giving helpful advice. If you paid attention to me, you could live your life a better life. Oh right, watch hours. That's what Joodles meant. I didn't understand that. I'd have to start the watch hours again. You know what? You know it's rarely used. The quotation marks or the upside down watch hours. I didn't know what you meant, but I now know. Yeah, I'd get 4,000 watch hours. Maybe I should do like the late stream as a new watch hour. Thank you, Joodles, for this. I love Joodles. You need 1,000 subs and 1,000 watch hours to get monetized. You need a new 4,000 on a new channel. Well, let's just say we're here, and I say to you, you guys are half of you or more come to the late show. We'll just say the late show. The problem is the numbers in I think it's basically about £7 1,000 views, possibly. And we're only getting like 200 and something. I gotta go get my phone. Is my phone in there? Let me go get my phone because I want to check. Or maybe I don't need to check. Hold on. Let me get my phone. I know I did. You can't listen to me. Hey, hi, how are you? How are you? Let me just see. I don't know. Do you know? Make some short vids as YouTube parks channels down, cul-de-sacs. Yeah, I mean, I don't want strangers who don't know me to come in there. You get an average of 200 viewers, time 1.5 hours equals 300 hours. It only takes 13 days to get 4,000 watch hours. That's true. He seems to be skipping through the comments today. Am I on live chat? No, I'm not on live chat, but you didn't remind me to be on live chat. What am I forgetting? Creative Commons mean you can play others' videos and comment over them. I've been thinking about that too. I've like the way Osmongold does it. But we have a thing here. I'm enjoying this thing too much. Every video I watch where the business was rude to a video auditor, I leave a comment to say they were not friendly and tried to prevent their right to film in public. Yeah. You know, you got a right to film in public. If you're walking down the street, you have a right to be, not a right, you can be filmed. The American dream is big detached houses and big gardens. New York is all tight terraced houses like London. Yeah, it is. But the difference is that New York is the capital, is not the capital of America. That's the difference. London is the what do they call that? It makes the money for the country, is the capital of the country. So it thinks it's special. Oh my God, you've been reminded so many times. Take personal responsibility for changing and flipping the chat over. Okay, I should do that. How many days? Yes, Joodles. I should take personal, but I forget. Why doesn't somebody remind me? I've tried reminding you 3 times, Lewis. You probably didn't see those comments because you weren't on live chat. Yeah. I mean, I need to do it. There are 3 things I need to do. I need to go to live chat. I need to turn off the sound on YouTube. I need to turn up the sound on the you know, Elgato. I do appreciate that. And I do love it when Judal's like, she's not yelling at me exactly, but she is kind of yelling at me. She's always disappointed in me, and I am so fond of her. Why is Judal's always irritated with Lewis lately? It's every day. Thank you very much. What? Let's ask Judal's. Why are you irritated with me every day? Are you jealous of Claire's love for me? Is that what it is? Let's find out. Why are you angry at me? It's just every day, Lewis. It's not just lately. It's every day. Every day since the beginning. Why is it? Why is it? Don't forget to get dressed today, Lewis. I am dressed. What do you think I'm wearing here? I'm wearing my nice Uniqlo shirts. I've got 3 of these. They're almost identical, and they're kind of like, the fabric is really great. I don't know, you probably can't see. Maybe you can't see it. Let's see if we can get a light coming through here. Let's see if we can see a light coming through. Can you see that? You probably can't see it. It's like a mesh kind of thing. It's like a mesh. Yeah. I mean, thank you very much. Because you're not as incompetent as you make out, Lewis. Oh, you think I'm not incompetent? I don't need to be insulted by you, Judal's telling me I'm not incompetent. You're insulting me. That was a joke. That was a joke. I have Mr. Cuff says that Judal's has IBF, irritable bloody Schaffer. I get on her case. I don't know why. Why do I remind you of your father or something? Do I remind you of a boyfriend you had when you were younger? Do I remind you of your brother or your sister? Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? Judal's. I hope she doesn't go off me. I hope she doesn't go off me. IBFs. Yeah, I mean, I'm irritable. I am. I am incompetent because I'm not focused on what I'm doing. That's why we're talking about getting the thing monetized. I mean, a normal person, if I had a better son, maybe he would help me get monetized.
You can't get monetized.
I can't.
We went through, you were monetized and then you got demonetized.
So can't I ask for a thing? Can't I say I'm sorry?
We went through this like ages ago.
But that was ages ago. Yeah. Could I try again, do you think? You don't think I could try again? The producer says...
I did tell you at the time you needed to be careful of what you were saying, and then you ignored me, and then got demonetized, and then was angry.
Was I angry at you? No. Okay. Auditing factories and commercial estates with camera drone always gets people going. The air photos are very interesting, though. A 249-gram drone can fly almost anywhere. Get a drone, Lewis. I've always wanted a drone. I love the idea of drones. I always wanted a go-kart. I like the idea of little machines because I'm a real man. There's no such thing as twice daily, period, Alex. That lasts for 250 days. Yeah, so Judal's is saying she's got Stockholm syndrome. John, hey Judal's, it's because he knows a girl from Mars. What does that mean? That's that song. What does that girl from Mars song mean? Maybe Judal's is on. No. Maybe I'm an yes. Maybe that's what it is. I would argue IBF is why we watch our favorite Grumpelstiltskin. Thank you, Calipoli. Thank you, Calipoli. Calipoli. Calipo. I forget how it's pronounced. I forget how it's done. Calliope. I'm going to write that down. I wrote it down. Incontinent. I'm not on a continent. I'm on an island off the coast of America. Good to see you in black. It's not black. It's dark blue. Does it look like black? Does it look like black? It's dark blue. It's actually I've got 3 of these shirts. I'm going to wear them every single day. I always go in there. I think I should wear a t-shirt. I wear this shirt. I've run out of new clothes, so I'm going to have to go back to only wearing this. Start another new channel called Lewis Schaffer Live. And then it would not be on the same YouTube page. Would it be on the same YouTube page? Blazing. Cell Would it be? Okay. Start a new channel called C1 with guest Lewis Schaffer. With guest Lewis Schaffer. Only way around demonetization. Why don't we call the show with your name or a name similar to yours with a guest, and maybe it can be monetized to you. Producer. Have you thought about that? Celaire says, start a new channel called C1. I'm pointing. C1 and Lewis Schaffer. Maybe that's the way to go. How about that, producer? You start the channel and you call the show C1 plus. Why not? Plus get.
Why? Because I'm not streaming. I'm not going to stream.
Yeah, but I'll do all the streaming.
I do all the streaming anyway.
What do you mean you do all the streaming? Well, you have to sit here. You organize it. You have to sit here and listen to it. You have to listen.
When it breaks every day.
And when it breaks, but is it my fault that it breaks? Yeah. Is it only my fault?
Actually, yes. Because 90% of the time it's not broken.
Yeah, you got to press a button, but I don't know the button to press because you press the button. It's true women get snappy and angry when on the... you can't ever say that to... Joodles comes from Northern Ireland. She's exceptionally bright. She is the kind of person who can get... She's one of these girls. She loves guys, loves men, but is also not a pushover. She's not like some cutesy who like hates... She can handle men. So that's what she is. That's why she snaps at me, because I'm all man. Lewis doesn't trust women, says Mr. Cuff. How can you trust anyone who can bleed for so long and not die? Can we not discuss the bleeding thing? It's very sensitive. It's been 260 days. I've had to be hospitalized by now, if that were the case. She's been here since the beginning. This is 240 days, actually, not 260, 240 days, plus 80, plus 86 night streams. Could you please increase the volume in your end, Lewis? Scott's here. I thought it is pretty loud. You should actually do an inquiry as to why you were demonetized so you don't reoffend on a new channel. I think that's what I should do. What do you think about that, producer? I should do an inquiry now because I might do it again. So, I can't live my life in fear. God forbid that any man thinks he is the source of intense irritation to women sometimes. Yeah, because we know we're not. We know you girls get irritated automatically. Nothing to do with men. You get mad at your kids. You get mad at your boy. You get mad at your girlfriends. You get mad at everybody. You're always mad. Always angry. Click your avatar in the top corner of YouTube, then switch account. Scroll down and add a channel. I've got a lot of channels there. Maybe I'll use one of the other ones that I have. I've got a channel already. I've got hold on a second. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. What? Hold on. Switch account? Would it be switching account? Nunhead American? I could set it up as that. View all channels. Let's see what the channels are. I could do Nunhead American. That one. We've got 1,320 subscribers for Lewis Schaffer, and we'll do a new one. I mean, it's a very interesting concept. Not very interesting, it's somewhat interesting. YouTube is like the royal family. Never apologize, never explain. Is that what they don't apologize to me and they never explain? We don't get the choice, Joe, says Judel says. It's definitely Stockholm syndrome. And yet I feel bad if I'm not here, Kate. Yeah, I'm playing with your minds. Anyway, so this has been a great show, I think. We've had a good time. It's been a bit more relaxed than normal. I haven't been passionate about anything, have I been? I've been very steady. Lewis, if you start a new channel, you should definitely call it Costco Epstein. That's funny. The Costco. I don't think I'll be able to do that. I think Epstein is now a bad name. Start a new channel and share the link in here. Yeah. And then do, how about this? Do the night stream from the new channel. I was just asked out by a man 20 years younger than me. I had no idea he felt that way. I appreciated the flattery. Well, you go for it, girl. You go for it. You're a beautiful, 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 beautiful girl. And you deserve love. All the women here deserve love. I can't be with you all the time to making love to you girls. But so that's why, I want to hear about how it worked out. I'm gonna put up the Tuesday's stream. Part of it was cut out, and I showed my son, the producer, and he found it really funny. Maybe it's reading every comment out loud before reading it in your head first that got you demonetized, picking your comments and words more wisely on the new channel. Because I'm reading everyone's Cellaire. Yeah, I'm reading everything. Maybe. But I can't think that fast. I cannot think that fast. Anyway, before we go, I'm going to read everybody who's participated. I want you guys to. Are we going to do tonight? I think we're going to do tonight. I want to thank John Miller. He was 30th. And Girl from Mars, who we just spoke to just now. She's going out with a 20-year-old. We're going to hear all about it. Charlotte M. Mauk. Who is Charlotte M. Mauk? She's very pretty with dark hair. I love you. You're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then London Man is 27. John Van Dam, beautiful, is 26. Carrie B. I'm going to come out there to be with you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Carrie B. Keith Bexley, 24. Nonstick Nick is 23. Caroline Cooper, really beautiful. She goes skiing. I learned a lot about I would say my fads or whatever. Julian is 21. Oh, I see. Thank you very much, Kermit. Alan Williams is 20. Peter Glynn is 19. Elite Elixir is 18. Lilith, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lilith is 17. Janice is 16. Army of M is 15. Beautiful. Ron Smith, delightful. Mr. Cuff is 13. Cellaire is 12. Blazing Star is 11. I have no idea who's number one. I have no idea. So it's all a game to me. Blazing Star, a new guest there. So everybody, a round of applause for Blazing Star for coming in. Claire, beautiful, beautiful Claire with an I is 10, and Hi-Ho Kermit is 9, and Streaky Bacon is 8, and Vatanai is 7, and Alex is 6. Gallipoli is 5. Really great participation and relatively new. So thank you for coming in. Kate Gwynn from Wales. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Kate Gwynn at 150 XP is amazing. At 3, a surprise, Joodles. You've been so brilliant, but you're only 3. But number 2 is Andrew Rubin. And number 1 is Joe Warrior Prince. Thank you for coming in. Everybody write down what you think the top number is. The top number is, and let me just say this. Charlotte's name is Charlotte Emma, UK, and the winner, I'm not going to say. Everybody write down what you think the winner is. You got to be in it to win it. Come on, let's participate in it. Mr. Cuff says 32, 36. Caroline Cooper says 34. Sal Lair says 33. Alan Williams says 20. FF's sake. Let's be. Come on. Keep user channel to refer to people to sub to the new channel till you get 50. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's, I guess, what I'll have to do. I think 50, you need 50 subs. No, I need 1,000 subs. I need 1,000 subs before I get monetized. I need 4,000 hours. 1,000. 37 says Joodles. 38 says Vantanai. 18 says Lilith. 11 a bin. 11 a bin says Blazing Star. No. Streaky Bacon says 33. Joe Warrior Princess. Streaky Bacon says 30. There you go. Andrew Rubin says 35. 100 to get monetized, but 50 to live stream. Yeah, maybe that's why I was able to, I don't know. No, Lewis, you need 50 subs to be able to live stream. That's what I meant. I thought I could live stream almost immediately. Did I need 50 subs? Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell us, everybody subscribe to that. I'm not going to be live streaming yet, but when I get 50, is it 1,000? How many subs do I need to just live stream and not be monetized? Joodles. Okay, so the winner, I guess that's everybody. The winner is Streaky Bacon at 30. Again, Streaky Bacon is a winner. He came in at 30, and that's who won the competition. That's who won the competition. And I'm gonna just say this. No, we're not listening to that. Everybody, we will see you. Are we gonna see you tonight? Maybe I should take the night off. I think you're good. I will see you tonight at 10:30. Okay? Will you be there tonight, everybody? If I haven't said your name because I forgot your name, or the name wasn't on the list or whatever, Toodles. I got a nice Toodles from Calliope. There you go. Buy the stream a coffee. That's right. Hey, that's maybe the most important thing. Make sure you press the like and subscribe and buy the stream a cup of coffee. It really means a lot to me and us. It keeps the stream going. Are you on Mike's? And I'll be on Mike's show tomorrow. And there's also I'm on what's his name's show? Leo Kurtz's show. So I'm busy. 50 subscribers. Also go to Patreon, maybe. Go to Patreon or go to PayPal. Yeah. Go to those things. Enjoy your dinner. We'll see you at 10:30, everybody. I'm going to say goodbyes. Should I say goodbye? I don't want to say goodbye. You posted a lot, Joe, and you're number one, and that means a lot to me. Paul Yoward comes in late. I'm going to check to see. The winner is Streaky, but I'm going to come in and see what's happened with the thing.